want to. Okay.
We have a driver's license and an ID, which is healthcare, Obamacare, welfare.
Okay.
Do your role in society.
Do your role in society. Okay, what does
You
that
get
mean?
to sing that song where you go, and I'm proud to be an American.
What is that called though when you sing American songs like that? That has a word.
Independence Day?
No, nationalism.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Tom Brady's football team?
Yeah. Like when people sing, songs like that, because they're showing pride for their country.
I say nationalism.
Good.
Okay, this is what Casey wrote. Being a citizen is a privilege. Taking advantage of it will result in losing your citizenship or going to jail. And we have welfare, and then a privilege is being able to go to Starbucks.
Okay. Good job, guys. Yep, Lucy, go. Guys, you guys should be listening to Lucy.
Okay, so anyone can be a citizen. You can volunteer, think of that, or be respectful. Can do blood drives and donate your blood to people who need it. You have to be born in the United States or your parents do, and donate clothes or food to the poor.
Okay, so those are things that you can do if you were a citizen, right?
Well, you don't have to.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Lucy. You guys can sit down.
Are we gonna do something else with the other half?
Yes. Okay. You guys want to present what you have? Guys, you guys should all be looking back here.
You have the right to vote when you're the age of 18.
Good.
Everybody that's born in the U.S. can be a citizen, but you have to take a test to become a citizen if you're not born.
Okay.
One of the things you can do for the community is not to litter
Okay.
and don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Okay, good. So what are some things that you guys had in common? You guys can sit down.
We also have
Preach. One thing that I noticed is that you guys all put that you have to take a test if you are not from here. Huh? Besides you guys. Do you think that if you were given the citizenship test, you could pass it?
I don't know what it is.
Like, probably to know
I'm
the
the
person on little people.
What you trying to do?
Yeah. Only,
The questions were so hard.
okay, look, only about a third of U.S. citizens who were given the right just by being born in the U.S. can pass the test. Only a third. So that's something to think about.
I'm gonna go on
It's
my
like the
homework
most
to
patriotic thing you've ever seen. Oh my god.
Okay, so the reason why I made you do this is because tomorrow we're going to analyze Greek citizenship and compare and contrast how different it was. Okay? Let's see here. Alright, so flip your papers over. And there's 3 questions you have to complete, and that's your exit slip out the door for what you have learned today. So we have about 5 minutes left, so the sooner you get done, the sooner you can pack up. Yep. One person. Yes. So the third question, you guys, we didn't get to today. But if you want to take a guess, you can. Well, I'd like you to try. What did we just talk about? won posters?
Being a citizen.
A citizen. So if you didn't own land in ancient Greece, you were not a what? Citizen. And I'm gonna put it over here so you guys can see it. And what do we already know about from our bell ringer?
That they live on Crete.
Okay, so that's probably under who were they, right? So that they lived in Crete. And what city were they from? Where they built the palace?
No,
That's right. Okay, and then under achievements, we put so if they had the technology to build a huge palace, what else can you say that they were doing with their achievements?
Buildings.
So they were what, advanced, right? Because they had the technology to do that?
They had
Advanced, yep. It doesn't have to be like so long, you can just put bullets, short bullets like this. Okay. Do you want me to read the third one? Or do we have another volunteer? Casey?
Just fair one.
Third and fourth.
Two major factors contributed to the growth and prosperity of the Minoan civilization. One was the sea, the other was the land. The calm waters of the Mediterranean Sea that surrounded the island proved to be excellent fishing grounds. The Minoans also constructed a large naval and merchant fleet of ships. These boats were built for long voyages, powered by sails and oars. The Minoans traded their wares as far off as Syria and Egypt.
Okay, so stop real quick. So what's another achievement that they did?
They built ships.
They built ships. Right. And what did that allow them to do?
Trade.
Trade.
Trade them. Trade and travel. That's good. Okay, Casey, you can read the fourth paragraph after you're done.
Minoans proved to be excellent farmers, and Crete is blessed with a vast amount of fertile soil. At the Palace of Knossos, archaeologists have discovered large jars of olive oil, grains, honey, and other food crops. The Minoans were able to grow more food than the local population could consume, and they had an abundance of other resources, such as timber and wool. Their prosperity grew through exporting their surplus goods.
Okay,
Oh, I have one.
Yeah.
Under who were they to put great farmers?
good. Yep, they're excellent farmers. Do you guys see that okay?
Yeah.
They'll eat what they can. They'll like it.
Next question. Who has better education? Sparta takes the floor. Elliot, go.
It depends on your definition of education.
Okay, state your case.
So, if you mean education like real world stuff, like fighting and getting your own food and stuff like that, it's us. But if you mean like math and reading and science,
No, that sissy stuff.
Okay.
stuff that won't be needed till the 21st century.
Let's hear from the Berries. Go, Keisha, go.
They went to school and they exercised and they did military drills, but the Sparta didn't learn.
Ours kill people. We
And
survive.
they still did
Listen,
we did both.
All they do is just fight each other, bro.
At least we know how to fight.
Lucy, go.
Okay,
Basically trying to
so
kill your own
it
kids.
says under the education
Observant.
this paper thing
Uh-huh.
that for the Spartans, the boys were taken from parents at age 7 and trained in the art of warfare. They were only to give their shoes or other clothes and not enough food, so they had to steal. At age 20, they were placed in the higher ranks of the military. Age 30, and we, at school, the boys were taught reading, writing, and mathematics, poetry, music, sports, and gymnastics based upon their birth and wealth of their parents. So we pretty much had like it said that all people talk about how good their schools are and like that theirs are good. It's not as good, but it's enough.
Okay, good. Bailey.
Just because we had a different form of education doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. We taught them more about survival skills, which was very important in our time, rather than about mathematics and reading.
Wow.
Hey,
Lacey.
Newsflash, y'all be in jail.
This isn't
First of all,
next thing.
why do you always
Sit down.
Wait, at least they would know how to fight.
Okay, because we know how to fight, that saves our country. But you guys know poetry and stuff like that.
Why do you get stressed?
Fight like little girls who never fought before.
All right, ding, 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 ding. I think Sparta won that one.
Yeah.
Sparta won.
I think it's a fat Spartan on that.
Smart enough to win.
All right. Which government is better?
Ricky, what did you say?
Which
Darian.
better?
With ours, we have it so like that, like a bunch of different people would be like, could be like, well, I don't really like how you look at this, so maybe I'll go for this guy.
So what is that called? We learned about it.
Democracy.
A
Yes,
democracy.
democracy
Good.
where everybody can put input of what they think or of what they think is right.
Okay, JT.
So,
Do not get the cups off.
I will not, okay?
I'll get in your face.
You all, your leaders are retired warriors.
Elders.
Okay.
You're elder people, old people who join a war to be president. Or anything, whatever they are, warriors, whatever. They are old people.
You're
who
slightly
cannot-
intimidating.
You should be a jazz
Walking
musician.
here.
And like, I mean, how we have decent people who have an education. You won't just have people who can fight.
Which is vital to survival.
Sparta, Maya, go.
You can still have an education and still be dumb.
Okay.
Y'all can stop throwing that out.
Look at this
We're not
school, for
talking
example.
Let's get to it.
Elliot, go.
So, we need a government on war and stuff because, like, if we don't have a brutal war government, we won't be able to do anything. Now, while they're all voting and all that stuff, we can just go into Athens and kill them all. And their navy won't be able to do anything because they'll be out swimming in the pond and stuff. Well, we're slaughtering them with our brutal boy soldier men with spears and like, I think I made my point.
We can outsmart them. We're trained in fighting.
Is that what happened during the war?
Is
that what happened during the war?
Still be dumb.
Is that what happened? The Athenian dream. He's dead.
All right, guys.